First off, thank you to everyone that's watched the I bought the cheapest GTS 300 video, because it's had quite a few views. It just shows you how popular they are. This video is going to be a bit of a where I'm going next and why I bought one in the first place. And to everyone that's obviously from the much earlier mod subculture and scooter boys from the 70s, 80s and say just two-stroke, guess what? I've got one, I love it, it's brilliant. So yeah, I don't plan on the PX going anywhere. Every now and then, you can't beat a ride on a two-stroke, can you? It just puts that grin on your face. And to be honest, I've not ridden the scooters, either of them, for about weeks. And to hop on this morning, I'm like a Cheshire cat already. And I've only gone about 2 miles. What I've done is Mr. Muscle Oven Cleaner all over the grease and grime and washed it off. Almost looks new in places. There is one area for slight concern. Some surface corrosion in the frame there, but while the engine's out and it's clean, I can get some paint on that and catch it before it's a problem. Back inside we've got the damaged engine, the swing arm plate, the exhaust first, then the swing arm plate came off dead easy. I've seen videos of where you have to press this bearing off the drive axle. So I'm just swapping some of the bits I need off the broken engine onto this engine that runs. I've spotted the kickstand, yes, centre stand is much better condition on that one than it is this one, so I'll try and swap that over. Sometimes the bolt for the centre stand is seized, so it might just end up staying on, but there we go. So I've got a fair few bits off this block now. The date stamp's somewhere in 2013. So it's a 2014 reg, so checks out. The engine would have been made in the year beforehand. I've got the spark plug out. It's an iridium. And the good news is it's not smashed up. Maybe the head might be alright. It's tempted to try and get that off now. So there's a method to taking it all off. I don't really want it sat around, but there's a lot of good usable parts on it, like the inlet manifold, injector and this fuel pipe. Now, the chap I bought the new engine off gave me a good tip. You know if it's a GT250 engine, because this fuel banjo pipe thing, this is where the fuel pipe clips on, and if it's a 250 it's got that style bit both sides and you clip 2 fuel pipes to it. For 300s you only clip 1 fuel pipe to them. The other good telltale he reckoned was the main plug on the GT250 engines, they're brown, and on the GTS 300s they're white. The curiosity's got the better of me. Well, that went terribly. The camshaft has got some weights on it, and there's a little spring, and the little spring's elsewhere now. Yeah, beauty. Oh, it's not even in shot. That's lucky, isn't it? The head is salvageable by the looks of it. So yeah, hole in the top of the engine, smashed the cylinder skirt. There's a hole in the back of the engine there. I think there's another one under the bottom of it. Around here. Yeah, that block is completely scrap. The piston's scrap. The cylinder block's scrap. You can actually still see the honing in it, can't you? The head, however, usable still by the looks of it. Only half an hour or so I'm going to get on it for now, but it gives me a chance to just get some paint on these patches of rust. Just going to clean this brake pipe up as well that it's not going to focus on, because I reckon that will last another year or so if I put some paint on it. So it's not going to be a paint match at all, but it's certainly going to protect the frame for a bit longer. Put a bit up there as well, bit at the very back, some there, about where the seat bolts to it. Now then, do I just slap some paint on that? It's a shame because of how shiny the rest of it is, but I think it's probably a good idea just to get that rust proofed, isn't it? Just to get rid of that rust before I put any paint on it. Wax off. See, it's not pretty, but at least it's rust proof. And yeah, the colour match is never going to be great, is it? But if I pan over to the PX and all the junk sat on it, can you see where I've hammer-righted that? I can, because I know where it is. But if I zoom in, if I just bring the camera a bit closer, it's that like bit of line there. Because that bit was rusty where the panels obviously rubbed over the years, but as you can see the hammerite kind of blends with it. Enough for my liking anyway. I see the hammerite on the ET. Pick some scratches up there from somewhere. Yeah, down there. It was black for quite a few years, but I just rubbed some silver hammerite on it. It looks loads better. Same there. Just breaking down the last few bits of this GTS 300 block that is completely scrapped. Absolute carnage. Still want the gearbox, I think, and that rear shock mount. Might as well have the oil pressure switch just as a spare. And just look at it. Absolute carnage everywhere. Right, so we've got the plate off. You can see inside the gearbox now. There's your gear oil dipstick. Comes down into here. And obviously in older, smaller scooters, you can get up gear kits that changes the gearing to give you more top speed. I don't know whether you can do that for the 300s, but yeah. Oh, that's basically what the gearbox looks like. Might as well keep them untight. That's all scrap. I'll keep the dipstick as well. So here it is, split in two halves. So you can see the conrod is bent and missing the little end. And you can see how much smashing it's done inside the cases, destroying everything. Obviously smashed a hole completely there. Smashed a hole there, smashed a hole there, smashed a hole there, and chewed up the inner bits. So yeah, the whole lot's scrap really. I've got the gearbox out. The rest will be going, in fact I might try and punch these out. They might be handy to keep. The rest is going in the bin. I need to decide what I'm doing with this as well. I think I'll probably end up selling it on, to be honest. It's just time and money, and probably the biggest one is space to keep it.